Hey guys, it's Kendra. Today I wanted to do an update of the girls. I haven't done one of these in a long time, so I wanted to just kind of cover a lot of topics. I asked on my Instagram post if you guys have certain topics and questions you want me to cover. So I've been writing, what are you doing? Stuff down that just like little things about them, personality wise, and just like, what? Yeah, and then I'll go through your questions too. This is June. They're in the same thing right now, so I don't know how you guys are gonna tell them apart, but this is June and Violet's down here trying to knock over the camera. You're being shy. I'm gonna start with their personalities because it's weird because they're different, but also same. I have to film them right now because it's really funny what they're doing. Hey, careful. What are you doing back there? Hey. What is that? Oh, you're strong.
Big.
And big. It's hard to compare their personalities because they really switch off a lot of the time. Like sometimes they're super similar and then sometimes they're really different. And I feel like it's like a curse with twins because you're constantly comparing them. Her face behind the camera is so funny. Hi.
Cute.
You're cute. Don't touch that.
Oh.
Don't touch it. When they're doing something they're not supposed to do, they just act super cute. They go, oh, cute, kiss. Like, they just are so sneaky, aren't you? So I feel like I'm always having to kind of like identify how they're different and how they're similar, which I don't necessarily think you would do with just one baby all the time. So I'm trying to not... Hi, Junie. Sometimes I'll tell some of our friends that, you know, June's a shy one and June does this and Violet does this. And then the next time they come over and see them like a month later, they've changed and they're like, wait, I thought June was the shy one. I'm like, well, now Violet is. So that's when it's kind of hard. You like, people definitely want me to like label them as she is this way and she is that way. But it's just not the case and they change all the time. So June is definitely more easygoing. She kind of goes with the flow a little bit more. She doesn't let things get to her as easily as Violet does. She's just behind the camera looking so cute. Oh, you have a booger? Great.
No.
In your nose?
Out.
June's a little...
Out.
You want to get it out? Okay. She's a little bit more goofy and silly. Like she just does. Don't touch it. June, don't touch. Don't touch, okay? Hi. She just does like silly things all the time, and she's peekaboo. I see you. Peekaboo. No, don't. No. Come on, let's not do that. And then Violet is more serious. She is very stubborn. So an example of Violet is if she has a puzzle, she has all the pieces, she'll start yelling, help me, help me, help me, to put them in, but she won't really even try. Like, it's like always a big deal to her. Like everything is very dramatic with her. Whereas June would just kind of like say forget it and like not really care. And then Violet loves to cuddle and she has this really like sweet side to her. So during the day she'll grab a blanket and just yell cuddy, 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 and she wants to go on the couch and just lay with me. Like just so sweet. June's a little bit also more rough. Like she will throw things everywhere and she'll like try to like scratch you or hit you, and she thinks it's really funny though. So she's just like a little bit more physical. But then when we're at the park, it's just so weird because Violet will run right away to the play set and June is the one who wants to hold my hand. So I feel like when we're out somewhere in a social setting in public, June is a little bit more shy and Violet just kind of takes to wherever we are a little easier. And I have to hold June a lot more when we are out, and especially like when we're grocery shopping or whatever. She doesn't want to sit in the cart right now, so I have to hold her like the whole time. And Violet is a little bit like better in that type of thing. So what do you have?
Two.
You got my shoes?
Mommy's
You got mommy's shoes?
shoes.
What does Violet have?
Hair.
What's that?
Card.
It's a note card.
No.
It's orange.
Two.
Those are pretty. As far as any physical differences, because people always wonder, like, how am I going to tell them apart? June, yeah, come here, look. June has a little bit more, not that you're going to be able to tell right now, square of a jaw. Her face goes a little bit more like straight down, whereas Violet's tapers in a little bit more. And also when you're looking at their profile, June's is a little bit more like straighter, and Violet, hers goes in a little bit at the chin. June has a freckle right here that Violet doesn't have. June is lefty and Violet's a righty, and that's kind of it. June's skin tone is slightly more olive, and that's something they say for identical twins. Their skin tone can vary, and their eye color. Their eyes are exactly the same. They're like a very, very deep, deep green. What's Sissy doing?
Playing.
She's playing? Where is she?
Card.
Oh, those are cards. Where's June? Where's June?
Playing.
She's playing? Oh, what's this? Let's see. Any other ones we can look at? Go get more. Can you go get more?
No.
No? Okay. As far as similarities go, they both are just very, very busy. They're nonstop all day long. Like, they don't really sit around ever unless we're watching a show. And as far as shows that they like, they are obsessed with Goldie and Bear on Netflix. They love that. And they always like to watch it before they go to bed. So they always say, Goldie, Goldie, before they go to sleep. They like that one. They like Little Bear. So I record a couple episodes of that on TV. I think it's on Nick Jr. They like Dora all of a sudden. I played that one time and they're like obsessed with Dora. I'm trying to think, what other shows do you guys like? I just type in like learning or educational videos for toddlers on YouTube because we have, what do we have? Xbox for our TV. No, this is hot. It's coffee. So I just type that into YouTube on our TV, and there's so many good learning videos on there. There's a ton of counting ones, ABCs, and whoa. Are you playing peekaboo? I see you. Oh, woo! So there's like this crocodile one that they love that has numbers, and they've honestly learned a lot from those. There's an E-I-E-I-O. And so I would just type in learning videos for toddlers, and then just kind of search E-I-E-I-O. On that farm he had a cow, duck. Quack, quack here, quack, quack there. They don't like to be in the stroller anymore, so that makes it a little tricky when we're going places because they want to just like walk around and look everywhere. So now it's getting a little harder when I go out with them by myself because they just want to like get out. So typically we just go places for a little bit amount of time, or I try to find places where they can get out and it's like safe enough to where I can just watch them by myself. Because the thing is, with both of them right now, if you take them out of the stroller, they're like running in opposite directions. So I can't just like walk with them places, you know what I mean? So when we go to the park, I don't want to take the stroller out all the time. So what I do is I'll take one of them and I'll put her like in the front. So I'll put her in like the passenger side or the driver's side, and she'll just sit there while I get the other one out of their car seat. I'll hold her, and then I'll go get the other one who's in the front. And I'll like, typically like hold one and hold the other one's hand, and we'll walk somewhere. Or sometimes I have to hold both of them. Like, it's crazy. And they're getting so heavy right now, but they just are in like a really clingy phase. It's every now and then. It's not all the time, but a lot of the time it's when we're out in public and they just want me to hold them, and it makes it kind of hard to do much. Like, we went to lunch the other day, me and two of my friends, and we brought the girls, and they just wanted me to hold them the whole time. And we were walking down looking at shops and stuff, and I'm holding both of the girls, and it's like 100 degrees outside. So that's a little difficult these days. I do try to get out of the house with them more because they want to go places, like they request it. So that's why when Andrew's home, I try to take advantage of that, and we'll try to do something. Where else do I go with them? Like, occasionally I'll take them to the mall, but again, that's a place where I can't really let them out, so they're in their stroller. So it's a little tricky right now, the age that they're at, because they do want to walk around by themselves and like be independent, but at the same time, they're not there yet to where I can like trust them at all. Like they're still little babies basically. So, but they act like they're teenagers, I feel like sometimes. A lot of people ask about learning educational activities I do with them. Oh, you got dad's shoe, huh? Because people ask how they know so many words right now. And I think the main thing, honestly, is talking to them all day long and just interacting with them constantly. I am home with them every day, so I am always trying to teach them new words and pointing to things. I just talked, oh wow, it's a big dirty shoe. But I just talk to them like they're, little people. Like I don't treat them like babies when I'm talking to them, because I've learned that they pick up so many words so quickly. Even if they don't know the words that you're saying, they're still absorbing all the information and learning it. So many times I'll teach them something one day and then the next day they can say it and they understand it. So it's just crazy how much they can learn. And I feel like you don't think that when they're so little they can learn so many things, but they really can. So always be trying to teach them new words, numbers, shapes, colors. Even if you don't think they're like listening to you, they are absorbing that information. So we read a lot, and I read to them very, very young. Like when they were just barely sitting up, I would prop them up on our couch and I would just read to them and they would just look at the book. So I think just always trying to read to them. And when you are reading to them, don't just read the book, but point things out. So like if we're reading, like there's this, like say I'm reading this book to them of Sesame Street. Like it's all the ABCs. So I'll like point, apple, yeah. I'll point to everything and ask them what it is. Or I'll say, cat. Where are the eggs? Can you find the eggs? There they are. Where's the bath? Where's the bathtub? Big Bird's in the bath. Where is he? There's a bathtub. So I feel like just asking them things, having them point to things, and now when we read a book, like they point to things and like quiz me. Like they'll go and they look at me. That's Jam. You want to read the book? Look, where's the flamingo? Where is it? Where's the flamingo? We're sharing. Where's your book? You got one over there. Look at that one. And when we're outside and they're playing with rocks, we'll count the rocks. And I'm always asking them colors. I use chalk outside and we draw shapes and just constantly like talking to them, asking questions. So let's talk about their routine. Lately, they've been waking up a lot later, like 7 to 7:30. It's been amazing. Usually 6:30 is the norm. So I usually say between 6:30 and 7 they're awake. But if they sleep past 7, it's like icing on the cake. So once they wake up, sometimes they want milk right away, sometimes they don't. I was trying to break that habit of giving them milk when they woke up, but I'm like, you know what, whatever. They're hungry, they're growing girls, and I think like a couple months ago, I was really trying to like follow things that like, this is what you're supposed to do at this age, and the certain bottles you're supposed to have. And I feel like if some things are working for you, just stick with it. Andrew's kind of been good about that. Honey, she's playing with it right now. Okay, you can get another toy. Why don't we get another one? What was I talking about? I have no idea. Oh my god, what were we talking about? Also forgot to say they love the beach. Oh my god, they're obsessed with the beach. So we try to go there when we have like, when Andrew gets off early from work sometimes, and we'll just drive out there for a little bit because they love it. And now kids are in school, so there's nobody there. Why don't you read your book? Look, Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster. June, no throwing. It's not funny. Are you okay? June, you say sorry. You say sorry and give her a kiss. Good. Say sorry. Give her a hug. Give her a hug.
No.
No?
Hey.
Baby, that hurt her. You can't throw things like that, okay?
Between 4.
You gotta be careful.
Careful.
It hit her head. Okay?
Nice.
You gotta be nice.
Together.
Yeah, we gotta be gentle.
Nice.
We have to be nice and gentle, okay? Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Coca-Cola.
They usually have breakfast like around 8. I give them eggs. I give them fruit, pancakes. And then you got pancakes today, huh?
Bye.
They were yummy. And then they usually have a snack a couple times during the morning because they eat all day long. And then they go down for a nap. Okay, honey, go find it. Go find it. Okay, let me get them a snack. And then for their naps, they usually go down between 12:30 and 1. Sometimes they play for a while in their crib. Like they just run back and forth and throw their blankets between the cribs and laugh. Like it's pretty funny. So like sometimes they do that for 30 minutes. But eventually they'll fall asleep. Sometimes I have to go in there and just be like, lay down, let's go night. And they'll throw things out of their crib. So I have to pull that back in. And they do have binkies again for sleep. Andrew gave them back. Killed me a little bit. But I'm like, whatever. They sleep better with them. And I figured once they're 2, we'll try to break it again. They don't have them during the day, just at night and just during naps. And then they get up usually around 3:30. They usually sleep for like 3 hours for their nap. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 4. It really just depends. Yummy crackers. And then they have dinner between 5 and 6, and they go to sleep between 7:30 and 8. So that's kind of their schedule right now. It's kind of been like that for a while. And yeah, it's been working out good for us. And I go to bed pretty early. A lot of people ask when I go to sleep. I usually go to bed before 10 o'clock. I mean, sometimes it's like 10:30, but that's rare. Usually, like 9:30, 10, I'm going to sleep because I'm usually tired. You want to read it? And I wake up, usually I set my alarm for 5:40, so I'm up a little bit before them. But lately I've been sleeping in, which is rare for me. But yeah, typically I wake up at like 5:45. Somebody asked, when the girls are 3 to 6 months old, when did I sleep? So if you guys don't know, we sleep train them at 4 months. So 1 to 4 months was definitely like a roller coaster. I was a zombie a lot of the time, and I was nursing all that time. I stopped nursing at 6 months, and I do think that when we sleep train them at 4 months, that definitely cut my milk supply because I wasn't nursing at night. But they are the best sleepers now because of it. Like, I highly recommend it to every single person. Obviously, every child is different, but with them, we kind of had to. So I have a video on sleep training, and I did a full blog post like after the fact. And it's very thorough, very in-depth with pictures, and it talks you through like every month what we were doing with them for sleep. So I will link that down below because I think it's very helpful if you guys are kind of struggling with sleep. Once we did sleep train them though, like they don't ever wake up in the middle of the night. So since then, I get the best sleep ever. So it's awesome. Every now and then, like if they're teething or whatever, sometimes they'll wake up from time to time. And usually I try to kind of do like the same methods that the Sleep Sense program recommends. So you're kind of always using those little guidelines, and it helps out a ton. Every now and then, like you kind of have to go against it, and like sometimes when they're teething super, super bad, I'll take them out of their crib and they'll lay with us, or if they're sick or something. Somebody said, do they like getting their hair done? Violet doesn't really mind it, but June hates it. So I have to do it when she's not paying attention. Yeah, it's a zebra. Like when she's watching a show, when she's eating, that's when I do her hair. But Violet will just sit there and let me do her hair. Jeez. Ball. What? Oh, you gonna kick it?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Cool.
Cool. A lot of people ask how I managed to keep it together and be calm with the two of them. Whoa, I gotta change that diaper. That is a packed diaper. I think you just have to laugh at a lot of situations, especially like lately when I'm in public with them. They'll throw tantrums sometimes. So I feel like when they were younger, I would be embarrassed of it because I didn't want to like be that mom with their kids who are screaming. But Andrew's been good about it. He's like, look, like if you think about like a baby screaming, like there's always babies crying, but you kind of like tune it out. You don't really pay attention. So I'm trying to not like worry about it as much and just kind of like let it go. A lot of the time when they do freak out, it's for very dumb things. Like it's not like they're hurt. It's not like they're hungry. They're freaking out because they can't have something that they want, that they can't have. We went to Target the other day and June wanted everything on the shelves. Like she wanted everything. And I'm like, you can't have all this stuff. And so she throws a huge fit. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to just give you this stuff so you stop crying. So we paid for like the few things in our cart, the stickers that we had ruined, and then we left. And I went back another time by myself. So I think just like it's hard because it's easy to give in. It's easy to give in to the crying and like just give them something that they want. But they're so strong-willed and they're so stubborn that they know that if they cry and get what they want, like they know that that's how that works. So lately I'm really trying hard to just like stay strong and just sometimes they have to just cry a little bit because they're not gonna get it. So yeah, if it's something that like they know they're not supposed to have or something along the lines of that, then trying to just be really firm with them and like let them know that like, look, you guys aren't the boss of me, because they sometimes act like they are. But also just at home, like it can get stressful and overwhelming sometimes, especially when they're teething or just having an off day. So I think it's important to have some girl time with friends every now and then. Like every Tuesday I do bachelor nights. Two of my friends come over and we watch The Bachelor. That's like a nice way to just not have to talk about babies all the time, because they are just like my world. And sometimes it's nice to not talk about babies, you know? I also think it's good to give yourself some like quiet alone time. So that's why lately when they go to bed, I'll usually hang out with Andrew for a little bit. We'll watch some shows. We've been watching Suits like every night and I'm obsessed. We're on season 6, I think. And instead of watching like a ton of TV and just like vegging out, sometimes what I do now is I come into our room early and I'll do like a face mask, or I'll just spend a little extra time on my skincare, and it just really makes a difference and just helps me to like unwind. And I actually did a whole video on it. I'll link it down below, just on little things you can do to kind of just like calm down at the end of the day, and it makes you feel like you have your life in order. Grape? We don't have any grapes. They're gone. Blueberry? Bite? She just like more. She just requests food all the time now. She'll be like, muffin. I'm like, we don't have any muffins. Oh, hand. Okay. What do you say? Say please. Okay, somebody asked when I started putting stuff in their cribs, like blankets and animals. Come here, I'll hold you. Okay, you're gonna hide. I think around, I'm trying to think when I gave them like a lovey around 6 months, I think. And then around a year, maybe. It's so hard to like remember actual times. Again, I talked about this in my sleep blog post, so that will have like more specifics on ages for them, what they were at. Okay, somebody asked when we're gonna start potty training. I'm thinking when they're 2. I did buy a potty and I kind of like show them that you sit on it, and I'm always like talking about what you do when you go on the potty, and whenever I go to the bathroom, they just follow me into the bathroom, so they like kind of know what's going on. They have a couple of books about it too, but I feel like I need to wait like a little bit longer because they're like not fully there yet, but they do like hide when they go to the bathroom, and they tell me when they like their diaper is full, which speaking of, I gotta go change their diaper right now. But probably when they're 2, we'll start doing it. You okay now? Your banana's on your plate. Honey, we don't have any grapes. They're gone. We have frozen blueberries. You want a blueberry? You want me to get them? What do you say? How do you ask? Say please. Okay. I'm curious how they do with sharing. Do you always intervene or sometimes let them work it out on their own? It depends. Sometimes I let them work it out on their own and I'll just kind of watch. Unless they're hitting each other or like being kind of mean, then I will kind of intervene. But a lot of the times they just end up working it out. Usually it's funny. June will just kind of give in and she'll just give whatever it is to Violet. Now what they just started doing, which is so funny, is they always want the same toy. Like no matter what, they want the same toy. So say like June has 5 things in her hand. Violet wants one of them, right? And so June will give everything to Violet except the one thing. She'll be like, they say gimteen. I don't know if they're saying thank you, give it to me, or what. She'll go gimteen, gimteen. And Violet will just be crying still until June will give the one she wants, or they'll like run away with it. Both of them do it, and it's really funny. Like they'll throw every toy in the room except the one that they want. But they are pretty good with each other now. Like they definitely had their moments. Now I feel like they have a love-hate relationship. They're either fighting or they're super happy laughing with each other, and it's the cutest thing ever. So it's very like, you never know what you're gonna get, but they just play with each other a lot more now. It's super cute. Like when they lock eyes, they'll just laugh at each other, and it's the funniest thing. So it's been really fun watching them grow, and kind of just like their bond is just changing, and they're definitely becoming friends. It's neat to see them out in public, because whenever we're with somebody, especially little kids, or even my friends the other day, they did this. Violet always leans over to June and goes, Junie, Junie. Like she's saying like, this is my sister Junie. It's the sweetest thing ever. And I love how she says her name now, how Violet says Junie. It's so cute. She always goes, Junie, Junie, Junie. Like I don't know how to say, I can't say it myself, but it's so cute. Like she'll go, Junie. And lately, June calls Violet June. She was calling her Vi for a while, and now she always calls her June. We came into our room the other day. It was me and June, and they love sitting on this bench right here. And they used to watch Heffalump all the time. We haven't watched it in a while. But so we'll sit on the bench and we'll go dum dee dee dee, like the little song that they sing. And they kind of kick their legs back and forth, and I think it's so fun. And so we come over here the other day, me and June sits down. She goes, June, June, like calling for Violet. I'm like, June, it's Violet. Her name is Violet. Like we say that all day long. We're like, no, it's Violet. So when we ask what their name is, though, they understand. It's weird. I just love their voices. It's just the sweetest thing ever. Now they really like can tell me what they want. So it's good and bad, because sometimes like June, like she knows she wants grapes and a muffin, and we don't have either of those. So it can turn into a fit. But they like tell me when they're hungry. They tell me when they want milk. They ask to go to bed. Like they play so hard and constantly all day long. When it's time to go to bed, they're so tired. So the last few nights we've been watching a show, and then all of a sudden, or they'll be playing, and then they'll just go, night, crib. And then they just hold our hands and walk us to their bed, and we'll change their diapers, put them down, and we usually give them a bath every other day. So after they take a bath, they're really happy and like play a lot. But once they're in their crib, it is so cute. They'll just go, like June last night goes, bye-bye, soon. She says soon now for see you soon. She went, bye-bye, soon, mama. I was like, oh my gosh, it's the cutest thing ever. Some questions on bottles. The current ones we're using are by Nubby, and they love them. Like they're obsessed with them. They're a sippy cup bottle. So I had so many different bottles, and Andrew was like, why do we have all these other bottles? Because they only like these ones. So I ended up tossing the other one. The ones they have are Incredibles themed, because they were sent to me in like an Incredibles package. But they have other cute options. Like they have a ladybug one. I think they have like Mickey and Minnie. They're actually linked on my blog. So if you go to the info section, there's a link that'll take you to my shop page. And then just go to the kids and baby section, and you'll see the bottles there. Also, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, it's with Kendra. I post a lot of our favorites, and I'll tag a lot of things. And I post so many videos of the girls. So I feel like a lot of you guys don't see the girls that often. But I feel like I'm showing them all the time because they're always on my stories. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely follow me there, because then you can see all the cute, funny videos of them. Still drinking whole milk probably 3 times a day, and they love their milk, especially Violet. She loves her milk. So I'm wondering when I should start trying to phase that out, because I think when they're 2, they don't need all that milk, but right now it's fine, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Favorite movies and books. For books, actually just got these on Amazon, and I ordered some Mickey ones. We're going to Texas soon on Thursday, so I don't know when this video will be up. but I ordered some Mickey ones, like some new things for them. But I think Target has some really good kids books, Marshalls and Home Goods. Do you let them use your phone? How do you manage time with technology? I don't ever let them use my phone actually. They usually just, if they do get it, like they'll hide it and they end up like locking my phone or calling a number or something. So I just try to hide it, and I try not to be on my phone when I'm around them, so they're not, like, I don't want them to just always think I'm on my phone. So I'll hide if I do want to go on my phone, or just keep it away from them because I don't want them to think that they can always just have it. We haven't really introduced any like games on the iPad or anything yet, so I'm just gonna wait as long as I can until we do anything like that, because they're fine now without it, and I feel like they're just learning so much as it is, so they don't really need that. To me, it's kind of like a last resort type of thing. Like for the plane on Thursday, we're bringing Andrew's iPad and my mom's iPad, and we're gonna have shows on there for them to watch, because who knows how they're gonna be. I downloaded Mamma Mia because they're obsessed with Mamma Mia. It's so weird. They love any music. I downloaded that and Little Baby Bum. But you can't download a ton of things. I'm just worried that the internet won't work, because last time we flew with them, the internet didn't work, and I was like, this is awful. So I'm trying to get some stuff that doesn't require internet. But also Little Baby Bum and Dave and Ava, those are also really good, like educational type of shows. How do I explain to new friends how to tell them apart? Everybody asks, how do we tell them apart? I try when I'm with other people to dress them differently. So I'll do like the same style of outfits, but a different color or a different pattern or something like that. Because honestly, no matter how many times we try to explain it, it's so subtle, like their differences, that like to me, they look different. Like they just have different looks. But how do you explain that to somebody? Another question was, how do I stay energized and productive? Again, I do need to do a video all on this, because I do want to talk like more in depth about this, because I know a lot of you guys are interested in hearing a lot about this, just from being a stay-at-home mom and also working from home, like how to get stuff done. Oh my God, Kyla, seriously. But I think a lot of it is just like your mindset and telling yourself that it's not really an option. Like you're gonna get these things done during the day, making your to-do list bright and early in the morning so you have like a clear understanding of what you have to accomplish that day. Because if you aren't really setting like guidelines for your day, then it's going to be kind of chaotic. If I don't make a to-do list, then it's just, I feel like I don't get as much done otherwise. So that is important to me. A little bit of coffee always helps. And their nap time is just like a really, really solid chunk of time where I can focus and get stuff done. It's 3 hours usually that I can like get things done that really require a lot of focus. So I save the really important things for when they are napping so that I can have my full attention to them. And that definitely helps me. And then keeping kind of mundane tasks like putting away laundry, doing dishes, for when they're just up and about playing, because that stuff, you know, you can do whenever. Oh, somebody asked, what are we getting them for their birthdays and Christmas? It's definitely hard because their birthday is only a week before Christmas. So we noticed last year, you know, there's so many presents, and all of a sudden, that's why we made the playroom. It was like right after Christmas, because all of a sudden we had all these toys and we're like, what do we do with all these? So Andrew and I just actually talked about that. We had a date night the other day, which we're trying to do more often. We used to go on date nights once a week when we had the girls, and even before the girls, we always did date night once a week, and we kind of just like lost track of that, and we ended up just taking the girls with us. But we're trying to just do the two of us doing date night once a week, because it's definitely different when you do with the kids. Like when we take them out to eat, it is like you're running a marathon and you're just trying to eat as fast as you can, order your food as fast as you can, and get out of there without any fits. So it's not a relaxing time. We were talking about presents, and well, first of all, we're gonna do their birthday now. We're gonna celebrate it a week before their birthday every year, just so it gives us a break and a little bit of time to recoup between their birthday and Christmas. And we are just gonna do one present for each of them for Christmas. Like we'll get Violet 2 things and June 2 things for Christmas, because with both of our parents, like there's a lot of stuff that they're getting, and it's just like they don't need all that stuff because they have their birthday too. So obviously it's probably going to change as they get older, but for now, a couple things is all they need right now. And then for birthdays, I usually, like last year, I'm trying to think what I got for their birthday. I try to get them something just like meaningful. Oh, last year I got them just like blankets, like nice little, the sleeping blankets that they use all the time. So it's kind of just like something that's nicer that maybe I wouldn't necessarily buy like on a normal day, but I want to just splurge a little bit for them, and it's something that I know that they're going to use a lot, and luckily they really like those. So I think something more like that, like something that's useful, that I know they'll really enjoy. Like last year for Christmas, we got them the cheapie. So I think I'm going to end the video here, guys. We are going to go read some books. We are going to go make some lunch. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this. I'm going to insert some cute clips of them after this. So I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye. A lot of stickers on your leg.
What, baby?
Baby.
Babies. Daddy.
Oh, that's a daddy?
Mommy.
Oh,
Cute.
cute.
That's right. Stop it out, girl.
But I can't make them stay. At least that's what people say. That's what people say. But I get cruel.
Oh, jeez. Ready, march. Bear trap. What is that? Milk and coffee? Yeah. Is that a picnic? Is she coming? That's Violet.
Daddy.